Hey Rob, Brian from Elance again. I'm going to talk a bit about the menu system. Joomla has a pretty elaborate menu system here, so I'm going to walk you through that. Let's start with the top menu items. Think of it as every menu item as not necessarily a page, but either an article or a category or a section it's going to link to. Okay, so Joomla doesn't really have the concept of pages. So let's take a look at our main menu, which is this. And you can see we have a home item, and then the sub menu items are indicated by this little pipe here. And then we have our DVD burning, Blu-ray burning, and etc. So if we wanted to add one, let's go ahead and well, we're not going to add one because let's edit one. Let's edit, we'll add a sub menu item. So let's look at DVD burning, and you can see it has a few sub menus here. Okay, it displays in the main menu. This is the parent item. And it links directly, you can see, to an article. If we wanted to change that, we change the type. So let's close out of here. A new menu item. And we're going to link to a zoo component, since that's where most of your menu items are going to link to. And we're going to link to you can either link directly to an item, or an item is considered a product in your case, or a category, or a front page. We're going to link to, let's link to a category. Okay, so we have software downloads. I mentioned in the other tutorial that these two, downloadable product and the first software downloads, and test, we're going to get rid of all of those because they're kind of redundant, and I was just kind of using them for testing. We have one category, which is Blu-ray software. So we'll just name this test. Alias, this is what's going to show up in your URL for, so this is what you need to think about when considering SEO. The parent item, we can put it under any of these guys. We're going to put it under DVD burning, and it's published. You can open it in a new browser or the same window. And these are some other options you have. If you want a menu image, you can select one of these. So you can see the icons. Let's take one of these guys, and we hit save. And we're going to have to refresh the cache. You might have noticed that anytime you make a change, you have to do a cache refresh. And it's kind of, we can turn caching off, but a lot of times it's still, Joomla still has issues with it. Okay, so now we go back to our home page. And there you go. you have test, and you have your little icon here, and when we go to it, you'll see it links to our existing category. Another thing I wanted to show you, talk a bit about the menus on the home page. Okay, so the Blu-ray software, let's take a look at that. You can see it's enabled, it's on the left side. Where it shows, it varies. Now the menu assignment, if we select all, that means it's going to show up on all pages. Okay, now we have a selected number of pages it's going to show up on. So it's going to show on the home page, the Blu-ray burning page. That's it. Okay, so if you ever run into a situation where something's not shown, like I noticed, if we go back on the category page, for some reason the menu's not here. So that means that we need to look at that menu, which is it's the main menu, and we're going to have to select all because we want it to show up on all the pages. Okay, getting back to this menu. Okay, the menu name is front page menu. This is the menu that it's going to use. This is the module, right? And it's of type menu, main menu, and it's just pulling in this front page menu. It's showing it as in a list format, and that's really about all you need to know. Styling. This is where you put the styling. Style header, icon Blu-ray. These are the icons I created. Blu-ray. Okay, it's shown in the left position. And let's remember, front page menu. Okay, so now we're going to go take a look at the menus. Go to our menu manager. Actually, we don't want to do that. We want to look at front page menu. And you can see everything's in there. All these links. So if we were to add one, it would show right up here. Now if we wanted to create a new menu, which is what you're eventually going to want to do, you need to go to the menu manager. Let's create a new menu. And call it Blu-ray menu. Okay, there we have it. New menu. Now when we go to our menus, you can see our new menus created, and we can start adding items to it. Let's add an article. Actually, let's add a zoo item. Select the item. Select our test. And again, remember the alias is what's going to show for SEO purposes. It's published. Let's save it. Let's refresh our cache. And let's go take a look at the home page. one thing we forgot to do. Is we need to add that. So we created a new menu. So we're going to need to modify one of these modules in order for it to show. So we're going to take the quick start menu. We're going to change the menu type to Blu-ray menu. Save it. Refresh our cache. Refresh our page. And voila, there it is. So this will get you up and running with these menus. So now you can go in and you can change these to the categories you want to link to, and the side menus as well. Alright, Rob, that's it.